Okay, so Ross, that's a first competitive run out for a very fresh squad.
Yeah,
What do you take away from that? Good result for a start, obviously.
yeah. Listen, it was a good result. I mean, for me, I don't really look too much into these results at this time because I think a lot of teams have a lot of different players, a lot of different systems, a lot of different alternate, situations. For us, example, as we played a shape that probably we've never worked on, and the basis of it was just to try and get players out in the park and get a look at them. Very pleased with the second half, obviously, with the scenario that went on during the game, and I'm very pleased with scoring 5 times and a couple of the new boys getting a goal.
I take it a lot of the guys haven't much chance to play together, really just trying to
No,
get.
to be fair, you could mistake Maryhill for being a border town near Carlisle because we've been absolutely pillaged. So, listen, the first couple of weeks of pre-season we were sitting with 7 players and we were training next to teams with 19 and 10 on holiday, so it's this time of year, so and look, things will change as well because teams are starting to get their squad set, the boys are coming back from holiday, there will be a lot of players will come available because they're not part of anybody else's squad, so we've managed this week to get 21 or so into training both nights, and we'd 11 subs today and we've used 9 of them, so it's been a very worthwhile exercise. And yeah, as I said, I wouldn't look too much into the scoreline. I'm pleased that we have won, and we've won in the manner that we've won, and we've kept a clean sheet. But I think it's just about gearing up for day one of the season.
It looks like the returning players, as much as anything, really sharp to start today as well.
Yeah, and look, they've all been golden. Their professionalism's been first class. And even some of the boys that's been here that were exiting the club, their professionalism has been great as well. We've had a couple that have been in at training and then exited the building, which that's all you ask for. I understand it's not personal towards me or the club, but yeah, even just to focus on the guys that have came back, really sharp, really happy with them, doing really well. But again, it's one step in a journey of 35, 36, 40 odd games, so we'll take it as it is and we'll move forward.
And is it useful having this couple of games to cast your eye over players you may be thinking about?
I think, from a manager's point of view, there's a real difficulty playing Saturday, Sunday because, there was some of the boys that can't make, the tomorrow, which we started off with that in mind. And we were holding players back because there's potentially 90 minutes in it for them tomorrow, so you don't want to over-egg the pudding that way. I think there's a real benefit just to playing matches because, as I said, it is a bit of a rebuild and you're trying to get boys on the park and get them playing with each other and building relationships, and I think you've seen that today. I think you've seen some of the boys coming together that maybe hadn't played together, maybe some boys have had relationships in previous lives at clubs when they were kids. I know that Jamie Hogg and Ross Daly played in the same team before they both went to St Mirren and Hamilton respectively, so listen, we're here, we're a short window, we are the club is what it is. We don't have a lot of money, but if boys want to come in and put themselves in the shop window, then certainly this is a good home for them.
There's an opportunity for them, and certainly for the fans as well today, especially in the second half. We were coming in thinking, what are we going to see?
Yeah.
Are we going to get a doing or whatever? Mm-hmm. But actually seeing some really good football again,
yeah.
seeing some good hope or good directions
yeah.
in the coming games. Yeah.
And look, I think my nickname amongst the football circles will be Taylor Wimpy because I seem to have a lot of experience in rebuild. So for me, I totally understand the fans' point of view. That there was a bit of apprehension coming through the gate today, and I'm certainly not sitting here going, we are the finished article. There will be some changes over the course of this season and probably even before the start of the season. What I will say is that we've got a team in the park. I've probably used a bit of my experience from my last job to be a little bit more pragmatic, and I think the expectation would be that I've been here before. I think the fans know exactly what they're going to get from me. It might take us a few months to get there, but you know, hang with us and we will get there.
And in the meantime, we'll see enough to look forward to tomorrow for the Sunday final.
Well, listen, Perthshire are a very good side. They've got some very good players. The game this morning was a good game. You know, I think Fanart will feel aggrieved that potentially at the scoreline and how they've lost. And Perthshire will be pretty pleased that they've managed to come out the exercise, you know, with a victory and no injuries. So I think it's shaping up to be a really good close contested team, close contested game with two teams who are probably at the same place in terms of Mark's got a wee bit of a rebuild to do, and so does Maryhill.
Yeah, exciting times tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. All right.